viewers, you are watching Addis Media Network AMN, and this is our Addis Tour program coming up to you every week. Today I'm going to show you a very interesting festival. Do stay with our program.
Per un motivo nadie le conmueve, prefiero no avisarme, evita complicarme con diretto del 69. Lo che pudo pasar, lo que no.
Organization of Southern Cooperation (OSCE) was established on January 2020 by Latin American, Caribbean, African, Asian, Middle Eastern and Pacific island countries. The purpose of OSCE is to contribute to the equitable, just and prosperous social transformation of societies by promoting balanced and inclusive education in order to attain the fundamental rights to liberty, justice, dignity, sustainability, social cohesion and material and immaterial security for the purpose of the world.
The Organization of Southern Cooperation is an organization of the countries of Greater South, by the Greater South, for the entire humanity. The purpose of this whole organization is to really connect the various regions which come under Global South with each other through education, through sharing of resources, through culture, tradition, through various forms of multilateral cooperation and solidarity.
As you know, Global South is a very diverse region in terms of culture, tradition, and so many aspects, but still we have lots of similarities as well as common challenges to deal with. So this is an opportunity for us to come together on the same platform.
By the OSCE, the Festival of the Greater South, People in Motion Living Cultures, is an annual event firmly grounded in the boundless richness of the heritage of peoples, communities and nations of the Greater South, with cultures that, far from being simple folklore, are alive, constantly in motion, evolving and transforming.
Today's festival is about bringing together the various cultures, arts, music, dance, and so on, so that people from the South can exchange their cultures, can know each other much better, can come together. So we have, as you can see, artists from the Global South, from Latin America, from Middle East, from Africa, and so on. So they're going to perform. So that, as you know, cultural exchange is a very important process that brings people together.
This is the first edition of the festival which is being organized, and actually this is the day when OSCE was born. So it is the second year of OSCE's birth, and it's being in Ethiopia. So we feel extremely excited. We feel that this culture is actually going to connect us more with each other. It is a festival of the global Greater South, by the Greater South, for the humanity, and I think we are going to be listening to a whole lot of wonderful artists, poets, musicians. In fact, there are designers. There is a designer from Palestine. So this festival is actually going to be a regular feature of OSCE going forward from here, and we look forward much more to come in the coming months and years. This time there are a handful of countries who are participating, but I think this is just a beginning, and as we grow we will be having this festival. People will look forward to every year and will come here from all across the globe to attend and cherish these moments.
The Festival of the Greater South looks forward to provide a vibrant meeting and exchange space for artists, creators, and peoples in motion of the Greater South. The festival presents an opportunity for all artists arriving from diverse artistic forms and genres to express through voices and bodies, offering a glance of the future that the South and humanity as whole deserves.
El que decir que me quiera, el diga sí que lo quiere, el poder no quiere decir en eso lo quiera.
The festival looks forward to assert the living nature of the cultures of the Greater South, neither ousted from their past nor stagnant within it, but in continuous transformation and constant balance between the settlement of the past and the uprising of the future. The festival looks forward to unveil the continuity that extends across the three continents of the Greater South with contemporary cultures that preserve the memory of ancient exchanges and foster the vitality of their people's integrative aspirations toward an authentic future. The Festival of the Greater South looks forward to awaken the multiple forms of cultural expression of the people of the Greater South, offering new readings and interpretations through diversity of artistic expression and reality.
This festival is mainly for promoting the culture of the South, and this is the first edition, and we wish to organize this event every year, and it will be on a rotational through the regions of the South. Maybe next year it will be in Latin America or in the Arab country or in Asia. We don't know yet, but we are thinking certainly of Cuba next year, but it's not yet confirmed. Now the festival mainly is to give an opportunity for artists of the South to meet together and try to build a network. So during this festival you will see that we're having music playing. There will be a part of poetry also. There will be from painting. We have a painter coming from Senegal. We have poets coming from Cambodia, from Ecuador.
At the Organization of Southern Cooperation, we have organized this concert. It's called Festival of the Global South. Essentially, it speaks about unifying various cultures of people who come from countries of the Global South being countries that are not from up north, such as Europe and US and so on. And essentially we want to share our different types of music and poetry and fashion, sense of dress. As you can see, the people have come here dressed in clothes from their different countries.
Prefiero no avisarme, evita complicarme con directo del 69. Lo que pudo pasar, lo que nunca te viento, lo recuerdo, lo que me conviene. Yo solo sé que soy.
So essentially it's just a fun fair, but the message here is that we may come from different parts of the world, but there's so much about us peoples from the Global South, whether it's the Caribbean, Pacific, Middle East, Southeast Asia, Africa, or Latin America. We have a lot of similarities in terms of vibrancy, the colors, the languages that we speak, the traditions, the food that we eat. So this is essentially a big celebration, but it's also to mark OEC Day, which is celebrated on the 18th of May. Every day, every year. So essentially it's a very happy festive mood.
The festival is designed to allow a real meeting between peoples of the Festival of the Greater South. When it plans people to meet, a lot of activities are done to realize the plan. Involvement of residents, artists, painters, theater artists, musical groups, choirs, poets, writers of the host city Addis Ababa are invited. Involvement of foreign communities. Apart from the participant writers, actors, musicians, poets, painters, dancers, choreographers, and philosophers from the Greater South are invited. Painting and design also take part on the festival. Designed by Tallinn, Palestine made for resilience, fashioning luxury, heritage, and modernity. Established in 2005, Designers by Tallinn has been empowering Palestinian women in refugee camps and villages across the West Bank, Palestine. Kadia Jubran, the manager, came to Ethiopia for the festival and shares her idea about the festival.
We are Designs by Tallinn. We are from Palestine. We represent all Palestinian women who work in handmade and Palestinian hand embroidery. We are here today on behalf of Palestine. Very proud, and we thank a lot the organization Southern Cooperation for having us here today, for giving us a space to display our culture, to display what we do, and to show that we will always be here. This specific campaign is called Made for Resilience, which is the mindset we hope that all Palestinians should have, the mindset we hope that the world will have for us as well, as humans, not only politically, but we love to love, we love art, we love beauty, we have beautiful talent and creativity. And our brand here is made to support local Palestinian women. So we are actually empowering 20 Palestinian women that live in the West Bank, in the villages, and neighboring refugee camps as well, where they live off this work, where they get to showcase their beautiful artwork. The festival is beautiful. We would love to thank Ethiopia for having us here today. It's really amazing. The culture is so rich, so beautiful. It really gets to one's heart. And I'm only hoping that we can get to exchange our cultures equally. That's all that we're here for today, cultural exchange and moving forward together.
Letrio Jurban is a Palestinian traditional music group formed in 2004. It consists of three Jobran brothers, Samir, Wizam, and Adnan, who play the oud. The group is composed of three brothers, sons of Hatim Jubran, and originally from Nazareth. From the three brothers, Samir expressed his idea about the festival and the host country Ethiopia.
The music that I'm playing actually is composed by me and my two brothers, the trio Jubran, and it's a reflect of the daily life of the Palestinians. So it comes from the heart, with a lot of feelings, with a lot of deep feelings.
A diverse ensemble of Ethiopian music and dance, Yod Abyssinia Cultural Band showcases Ethiopia's rich musical and dance traditions. The group's instrumentation seamlessly blends traditional instruments such as the masingo, krar, washant, kabaro, and begana with modern instruments like the piano, saxophone, creating a unique and captivating soundscape that reflects the rich cultural heritage of Ethiopia.
My name is Haran Taddese.
Hannah.
Blade. Çok güzel.
Amenti.
I am Ethiopian. I was born here, adopted to the Netherlands, moved back. We published this book, and yes, with the Global South organization, I just came back from Nairobi, so they invited me as an artist, as a poet, to join them on the Congress for the future of Africa, for a more positive future of Africa. Oh, this is fun. And I'm happy my children are here. We can celebrate together. My sister is here. A lot of my friends are here. It's lovely.
Ras Countessab also performed on the Festival of the Greater South. Born in Trinidad and Tobago of Guyanese descent, Countessab is a self-taught reggae singer, guitarist and bassist who is a repatriate and key figure in the Rastafari community of Shashamane, Ethiopia. His lyrics focuses on themes of social justice. He has released 2 albums, Touch of Dion and Dub of Dion.
Primarily, it is to celebrate the rich culture of Global South. It is to cherish. It is to also feel that we are part of a common sort of humanity. To me, one of the very exciting part of this festival is that it is going to give us an opportunity to witness the dance, music, fashion, poetry of various countries and feel a sense of belonging. And sense of belonging, you understand, is the most important factor in a human existence.
So this is the first edition, the first chapter that we're having here at the headquarter of OSC in Addis. But next year we'll have it maybe in Latin America, the year after in Africa and so on. So we have guests who came from Latin America, from Middle East, and from Africa.
Well, if you couldn't come this year, please come next year onwards. You will see a lot more vibrancy, lot more enriching cultures of various countries in this festival. So come, enjoy.
Okay.
Participants and attendants of the Festival of the Greater South expressed their feelings of the host country Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, wonderful host. It's a great pleasure. We really appreciate being here.
It's the second time I'm in Ethiopia, and I was very happy to come back. What a rich country. I love it. The colors, the people that are very kind, very cool, the smell of the incense and the coffee. It's a very rich country that I love.
Now about Ethiopia. Ethiopia is not the first time. It's now only 1 year and a half that I'm here, but I used to work here 6 years ago with the Economic Commission for Africa, and this is my second mission here. And I like the country, of course, the culture, and you have seen that also we associated. We opened the festival with Youth Abyssinia because we are in the host country. That's why we pay tribute to the music of Ethiopia also. Well, the Dorowat is the most famous, no?
Everyone loves Dorowat.
Yeah, Dorowat is the most famous, and we like it.
I love injera with Dorowat. That's my favorite. And of course, just the people, warm smiles, genuine, sincere smiles. It's a lovely country.
Ethiopia is like very important for Africa, and Addis is the capital of Africa. And so we have the African Union here, we have a lot of embassies here. Ethiopia was never colonized, which makes it the only true free nation in the world. So it's really, really important. There's no other free nation in the world. Maybe Thailand, but it's not really related to Africa.
Ethiopia, Addis, is now the headquarters of the Global South. We know that it's the headquarters of Africa in terms of the African Union, but it's now because of the Organization of Southern Cooperation, which brings together countries from the Global South, it's also headquarters, which means that it's rich in diversity. Of course, we've got political associations and, the international relations and so on. But essentially, I find Addis very interesting. I've sampled some of the food, some of the clothes. The culture is very rich, a rich heritage. This is one country that's really maintained its status quo. Of course, we know you were never colonized. So that means that there's a lot that most of us can learn from Ethiopia about your indigenization and how you've managed to grow using your own identity, your culture, your music, your food, and so many other aspects.
No me pregunte a mí lo que voy a decir en esta vida que dura un segundo. Yo soy lo que aprendí, yo sé lo que viví, siempre con ganas de morder el mundo. Quiero dar, quiero correr, quiero llegar.
So viewers, hopefully you have been enjoying the greater Festival of Southern, which has been held at the organization of Southern Corporation. This was all for today's Addis Tour program. Stay tuned with other programs of Addis Media Network. AMN. Goodbye for now.